All right, and we are on the record in the matter of the state of Michigan versus Conrad Schultz, 2415556. And counsel, your appearance, please.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Christopher Shemke, appearing on behalf of my client. It's time we consent to the matter being heard via Zoom. Mr. Schultz, can you unmute yourself and state your name?
Conrad Schultz.
All right, and so today is the date scheduled for sentencing on your client's plea to operating an amended charge of operating while visibly impaired by alcohol. And that was amended from operating while intoxicated. And counsel, do you have an opportunity to review the report and recommendation with your client?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Judge, it's factually accurate.
Okay. All right, and counsel, as to the recommendation.
Your Honor, I believe the recommendations are quite favorable. My client is in a position where he would like to try to seek early termination. I know there's a recommendation for 18 months. We were going to ask for consideration for a reduction of that, which would put him at an earlier termination date if he complied with terms and conditions. Otherwise, I believe that everything is quite appropriate, and if necessary, I would be motioning for a payment plan. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. So, Mr. Schultz,
Yes.
you were highly intoxicated.
Yes.
You were a .18. You rear-ended a wind-up police car. That is how intoxicated you were, sir. And this is not your first. I mean, you had another matter when you were younger regarding alcohol. But I mean, you acknowledged that you had 7 drinks and that you still thought that it was appropriate to get in a car and drive. Why didn't you make a different choice that day, sir?
It was a stupid decision.
Well, okay, sir. I'm not going to disagree with that. However, that doesn't answer my question. Why did you decide to get into a vehicle and drive after having 7 drinks?
I don't know. I normally do not drink and drive. I had a rental car, so I think that is what made it into my decision process. I figured it was only 1.5 miles, I think, back to my friend's place, so I thought I could make it.
So your thought that it was only 1.5 miles and a rental car, those were factors in your decision?
Those were factors in my decision making, yes.
Okay. Well, sir, you're very fortunate for your own personal benefit that there wasn't more significant consequences and that the officer saw you coming through the rear view mirror per the police report and was able to brace themselves for impact. All right. The court does find, after hearing from counsel, hearing from Mr. Schultz, reviewing the report, the recommendation that there is reasonable grounds to depart on sale 769.5. The court will also state that the following sentence is in the best interest of justice, reasonable and proportionate to the seriousness of this matter and the circumstances surrounding Mr. Schultz in light of the legislative guidelines. The court did hear the request of your attorney, sir, for early discharge or for a lesser term of probation. The court's denying that request. At this point, sir, at the 9-month mark, you could petition for early discharge, and I can go over that in just a few moments. But also, given the level of intoxication, the circumstances surrounding this matter, that there was an accident, I believe that the longer you're on probation, the more meaningful the conditions will be, because you won't be rushing through them just to check them off. So the court's going to order you're not to violate any criminal law of any unit of government. You're not to leave the state without the consent of the court. You are to report truthfully to your probation officer as often as your probation officer may require. In person, in writing, or virtually, you'd notify your probation officer immediately of any changes in address or employment status. You're not using any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed to be subjected to random testing. The rehabilitative goal for that condition is so the court can monitor your progress in maintaining abstinence and sobriety. You are to enroll and participate in outpatient substance use counseling. The rehabilitative goal for that condition, sir, is so that you will have assistance in providing coping mechanisms so that you may maintain sobriety and prevent relapse, hopefully preventing this matter from happening again. You are to participate in the MAC Victim Impact Panel. The rehabilitative goal for that condition is so you can further increase your understanding of the dangers of driving while under the influence and about the consequences of such behavior. The court's going to order restitution amount of $1,000. Counsel, is there any dispute as it relates to the amount of restitution requested by the Wyandotte Police Department?
No, Your Honor.
And then you also are to perform 100 hours of community service. The rehabilitative goal for that condition is to help you further develop life skills and give back to the community, as well as work skills. Are you currently in Atlanta or Michigan, sir?
Michigan.
Okay. In the event you are trying to relocate back to Georgia, sir, you just need to stay in communication with your probation officer to make sure that you can complete these conditions down there.
Okay.
As the court indicated, you are eligible for early discharge. I'll go over that in just a few moments. The court's going to order a $300 fine, $100 screening assessment fee, $900 supervision oversight fee. That's $50 a month at 18 months. And since you're eligible for early discharge, up to half of that could be waived. $300 for the cost of prosecution, crime victim assessment fee of $75, justice system assessment fee of $50, restitution amount of $1,000. For a total of $2,725 when you include the $1,000 in restitution. You did post a bond of $500. How much else are you able to pay today, sir?
I would like to pay none today.
And why would you like to pay none today, sir?
Well, if you're gonna use that $500 of the bond, I think that's enough for today.
You think that's enough for today? Okay. Well, sir, how much are you paying on Friday?
What's that?
How much are you going to pay on Friday?
I can pay $50.
So what is your proposal for paying per month, sir?
Let's say, can I do that divide by, you said 2,300 divide by 9 months?
Yes.
Is that doable?
I'm sorry, how much is that per month? Hold on, let me just do one thing here. So if we take the 2725 and subtract the 500 that bond you posted, that's 2225. If you discharge early, that's $450 that will not be due. So on your balance of 1775, sir, how much are you proposing to pay per month?
So 1775 divided by 9.
Your Honor, we'd ask for a $200 payment. It's $197.22. So $200 a month, please.
Can you do that, sir?
Yes, I can do that.
You can begin that Friday? When can you begin that?
I can begin that next Friday.
March 14th?
Yes.
All right. And as I did state, sir, you're eligible for early discharge as long as all of the following have occurred. You've completed at least half of your original term of probation. All probation requirements have been completed. You've had at least 3 months without any violations, and all money has been either paid in full or you've made a good faith effort toward making full payment. All right, probation will go over that with you a little bit more in detail, sir. And please email them to probation by 10:15 this morning.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, let me go off the record for just one moment. Okay, Ms. Whitty, good morning.
Your Honor, can you please put me in a breakout room with Mr. George Shane? I spoke with him, but I got some additional information.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi, Mr. Shane, I'm gonna put you in the document from 3.